Ladies and gentlemen, I have returned very quickly there, and I've got some results.
Oh, okay. Good.
You've actually done your job.
I've tried my hardest. I tell you what, going around the tournament arena there's a lot of emotional players.
A lot of pressure, yeah.
And you guys obviously have just cast over Zim, doing phenomenally through the qualifiers as well. We will get a bracket up for you as well, but a few familiar names. Pilm finds himself already in the loser bracket. He lost out in a 90th minute goal in
heartbreak.
game 1 to lose 4-3. Afro very convincingly takes his win 5-0.
Oh, wow.
And to be honest, I was looking at the Xbox. The Xbox was progressing a little bit quicker as well. Kez Brown, he's through. He will be going to place either Hjorth or Marco Vassini. Now, that I just managed to find the end of. Marco Vassini coming back to win 3-2 overall. Hjorth, so emotional after that one. And the results just keep coming. Sneaky finds himself with a win over Nilla. Aloes comfortably goes through against Kreuz. And finally, one I didn't catch the end of, Boris Legend versus The Kid was 1-1. So we'll obviously keep you guys up to date with, of course, all those results. But the game that you saw there, Zim, seemed pretty comfortable.
Yeah, it was a solid game, honestly, from Zim. The first game, very tense, very close, but the second one, obviously, very different, 3-0. Got this early goal, like you say, the early 2 goals, really, it kind of set the pace for the game. And I honestly, Soldrang didn't really get many shots off in that second match. He was much better in the first.
Yeah, I mean, his closest effort in that first one was the Renato Sanchez wonder shot that clattered off the bar, right? So, I mean, clear-cut chances, I don't think there were too many to be seen. Zim definitely looked comfortable. Clinical finishing from him as well. And, well, I think as expected, we'll be moving through into that second round.
Good stuff from Zim and the boys. But we will have our next game coming up very shortly. I'm not sure of the players who will be, but we're just repositioning those.
I can see Rossenmeier setting himself up
on main stage. It would be obviously awesome to see. I'm almost on the edge of my seat to find out. I was just sat eagerly watching Boris Legend. And you could see almost, seeing the, round 1 nerves almost, could this be it? But our next game is nearly underway. We're going to say goodbye to Joe for a short while.
Does that mean I have to do your job now?
I mean, you don't have to. I'm not telling you to do it. But,
that's right, learn your place. Exactly. I will do it, though, because I'm a nice guy.
Exactly. But other than that, we'll be joining our next game very shortly. Let's check it out. Okay, so 1 game down and many, many more to come. The start of our Saturday starts intense. Obviously, Zim progressing through, obviously, to the winner bracket round 2. And I think it's really important, obviously, in tournaments as well, just to stress how important it is to stay in that winner bracket. It is double elimination. If you do fall, you are not out just yet. But 1 step in the winner bracket can almost seem like 2 or 3 in that loser bracket. If you stay in there as long as you will be in a much more preferred position. From the others, though, just to kind of touch on what I did see, Pilm falling into loser bracket. That really surprised me. I actually can't remember the player that he was coming up against, but for me, it was a bit of an upset. And other than that, everything kind of went as comfortable as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. We see August Rossenmeier on your screen there, recently joined Paris Saint-Germain as the player, just 20 years old. He's done so much in his life in FIFA already. FIFA Interactive World Cup champion in, I think it was 2014 and 2013, I believe. There's his team. We were talking about this earlier on, using 2 legends in there. Diego Simeone as the manager as well. So Ruud Gullit, in case you don't recognize those dreadlocks, he doesn't tend to have that these days. And Patrick Vieira in there as well. And of course, the standards up front, the Ronaldo, Griezmann, and Bale. And interestingly, talking to him about the 96 rated Ronaldo, he's like, well, I prefer to use the 94 as the left winger. So, I mean, obviously you can buy the stat to adjust people's positions, but that's what he wants it for.
Yeah, and of course, it just seems almost a must-have for David Alaba at the back. But switching things over, we will see a completely different lineup here, as we do have Lukaku up top there. Hazard.
Lukaku, Hazard.
Yeah, we've got a very much a kind of Premier League-based team here, and that's coming in from Mertsari, Sweden, age 22.
Yeah, we saw him yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? I can't remember. It was on the Thursday we saw him. He lost the first match, didn't he? We saw him actually against Kreuz. It was 4-0 in the end. It was a bit of a battering, but he did come back. We saw him come back in the lower bracket and pick himself up the win. So Kreuz using a different defense, actually. This is something. Okay, so he's got Luke Shaw in there. We did just see him in the last match. But a lot of people have been using Alaba and Boateng, but there's no Boateng in the team this time around. So, but he's got a stacked bench, I can see there. So he's got a lot of players available to him if he wants to.
Yeah, this is where the jealous side of me comes in. Look at a team like that. My team looks nothing like that. The plays that they have and obviously the way they're working things, very strategical. And it'll be interesting to see how this one pans out. Saw Kevin De Bruyne as well in the mix there. It does seem like he's got a lot of the Premier League kind of squad push forward, because that's what some of these guys do, because obviously chemistry is such a big part of the Ultimate Team. You can create your Serie A teams, your Bundesliga teams, and, people just kind of have a mix of everything. But it's really important to have that chemistry, and all these guys are
at least certainly 3 or 4 of them. And it's something if you look at Zimmer's team a moment ago, he had, 4 Real Madrid guys all down the right wing. I think he had Carvajal and obviously had Ronaldo, Bale in there. Who else did he have in there in the midfield?
I mean, I was kind of having a look around. I didn't see too.
He had about four Madrid guys all down the side there. So spreading them out, of course. No surprises, of course. The Paris Saint-Germain kit being played by August Rossmeyer Agge. Yes. It's almost like he's sponsored by them or plays for them.
That's something to tell your friends about. What do you do? I play for PSG.
It cracked me up, actually, because Rossmeyer is the only man that's won a tournament so far in FIFA 17 that's like an offline tournament. Yeah. And it was a team tournament, so it was at Legia Warsaw, and everybody had to play their own team. So obviously the Warsaw guys like, really? It's like, because obviously you got Rossmeyer playing with his Paris Saint-Germain, and it's just like, yeah, okay. But we're going to see, obviously, his opposite number playing in the Real Madrid kit. So it's going to be Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid. But not the Paris Saint-Germain we're used to seeing. So quick couple of shuffles there. Didn't see where he changed them around. It looked like he changed Bale and Ronaldo around, actually. Looks like he switched their sides. But Perez the man, one of the legends here for Rossmeyer, playing in the Paris Saint-Germain kit.
Okay, well, kicking things off here. A very nervous time sometimes coming into these close early minutes. Strong defense coming in from Mertsari, obviously playing in Real Madrid kit, the home kit that will be. Alaba. Tullet.
Something we should mention, this is on Xbox, by the way. We haven't actually mentioned that.
Yes.
The Xbox field here.
Xbox One as well. Not having as many players, but we do have an opportunity for Griezmann, you could see there.
I think he had time to take another stride there, maybe, but it's Ronaldo. He's got all the time in the world here. He's already set himself through. Doesn't manage to get the pass off, though. And it's going to be, in the end, Madrid bringing it out, but he loses it quickly to Perez. Perez through to Griezmann. Griezmann down the wing, gets it through to Patrick Vieira, reminiscing on his past as he relives his youth. Is I'm trying to think where he's the manager of now, actually. He's a manager, isn't he, somewhere, Patrick Vieira, if I recall. Wasn't he at Villa for a while or something like that? I'm not too sure. But maybe I'm thinking about my own management game there. I don't know.
Still around and definitely in the loop. But now, on probably the first attack for Mertsari here. I say attack, is still lingering around the midfield.
First time out of his own half, I believe, is the best way to phrase it. But that's a good chance. Sissoko tries to cut it through, but not going to work out. It's a corner. De Bruyne going to try and swing one in, maybe. Look for that penalty spot. He's going to go short. No, he's going to go for the short corner. He tried. He's gone back to KDB. Beats his man completely. Gets the cross in, and the header just into the side netting. Not quite enough. And Neuer breathes a sigh of relief.
Yeah, just a note there as well. It looks like Sissoko's been taken off. Cadogan's been brought on here for Mertsari. And now pushing forward. Check with a big kick. Trying to release one of the players here. And now on the attack. Agge pushing down this wing, using the wide angles. Maybe looking to whip one in here, but the pressure seems a little bit too much for him, and he is going to be muscled off the ball. That's coming in from Shaw. Releasing back to De Bruyne. Not a good pass as it finds himself in the middle. Pull it to Griezmann. Griezmann with the chance, turns, but the power's not there.
Petr Cech being used in goal, something we didn't actually pick up on. I think the first time we've seen him being pulled into action with his telltale headgear on. Now it's a ball past the Lukaku. Shaw down the left wing, trying to make a cheeky play. A little back heel there to Koscielny. as he puts it through the middle. Almost an interception being picked up by Rossmeyer, but not able to find it so far. Luke Shaw back to Gundogan. First time we saw him a bit with Borussia Dortmund, wasn't it, the other day? So, as it is, Luke Shaw down the wing. Patrick Vieira picks his pocket. Something I don't think the young lad would be expecting. Big Patrick Vieira coming steaming through.
It's good to see. I mean, that's the beauty of FIFA Ultimate Team, is you get to see all these players coming back, and as well the informs, everything, so many different ones available. On the ball though, De Bruyne finds Hazard, Lukaku as well in the mix. Not really seen much attacking. There was that one chance coming in for Mertsari. Pretty much just a possession game at the moment, trying to find space here in the middle. De Bruyne.
Good passing.
Yeah, just keeping the ball, keeping it away.
Yeah, keeping it away from Agge is more important, and that's a good through ball. It's good. Lukaku tries to put it across. It's a goal! No, surely! Oh, Neuer does his job. Just about puts it out. Almost muscled it through, but now the counter-attack chance here as Perez gets Griezmann away. This is a French link-up you thought you'd never see. But it's not going to work out. No telltale ponytail for him, though, sadly. In this.
And the attack, Vieira's poor pass straight into the hands of Mertsari, who can push forward, who seems to be getting more of the ball actually coming into the 20-30 minute mark here. Vieira, should I say. Very much kind of the catalyst of Agge's PSG squad. What are we seeing here? Maybe a substitution, different formation coming in.
4-1-2-1-2.
Bale and Ronaldo being swapped around. Some tactics put on either side. Hullit's on the right now.
It amazes me they see what to do here, and then it's like, I'm going to switch him to do this. It's like the beautiful mind right now. There's like looking at this matrix, figuring out exactly what to do with their tactics. Of course, Agge, a player actually, he's played for a couple of Danish teams, not on the full professional level, but certainly semi-professional level. So knows his football well, along with being very successful throughout the years in FIFA. But here he is under pressure from Mertsari as he tries to lay off an attack. Tries to put it around the side. It's gone to Aurelio, the man that couldn't make his way to London the other day, actually. Paris Saint-Germain player, ironically, against Paris Saint-Germain. That's a good ball in. Dybala trying to get his head on it. It's fell for De Bruyne, and that's going to ricochet off the defender's legs for a corner.
Nice attacking play coming in from Mertsari. It's not over yet with the corner still here. He's going close, and he's just passed it straight into the feet of Agge. Well, it's going to try and feed Ronaldo, but not get away with it just yet. Thiago Silva at the back, Koscielny. Again, a partnership you don't really expect to see. Czech having a bit of play around at the back and releases a very, very long ball, a successful ball that is, down the left wing. Perez putting on the pressure, coming off the better there. Finding Hullit. Still 0-0 though, coming up to half-time. A couple minutes left. This would be a perfect time for one of the players just to sneak in a goal and go into that half with that extra bit of confidence.
I wonder if Hullit has the header stat, the power header stat, like the Hullit bullet. It's what he used to be known as, way back when he was in the AC Milan days. The big arch back header smashes it past the keeper. I wonder if that's a stat that's in there, part of his legend status, because they do all have their own little special things now and again. There's a player down there, actually. It looked like it maybe Ronaldo's on the floor there, but that's a good ball through. Oreo trying to beat his man, but it's not going to work out, and will get cleared upfield to Ronaldo. He's back on his feet, and that's going to be a half-time whistle. Pretty cagey performance from both teams. Not a great deal of shots. I think the earliest chance from August Rossmeyer was probably the best one. We did see, of course, the big save from Mertsari there as Neuer for Agge managed to keep himself in there. Trying to make a change there, was he?
Yeah, he was trying to change one. I think he was wanting to bring on someone for De Bruyne, but he's ran out of substitutions. Bailly's made away. Sorry, Bailly's actually come on in defence for Thiago Silva. But again, those early changes to the mix.
The goal.
Nicely done from the kickoff is coming from Agge. And of course, Griezmann there with the celebration. 47th minute. He's held off for the first half. not so successful in the second. Mertsari now has a mountain to climb.
Pull it to Ronaldo, Ronaldo to Griezmann. And done deal straight from the kickoff. And that's a real kicker, that is. They've held on so well, and now he needs a goal. This is a best-of-3 series, just as it was on the PlayStation 4. This is the Xbox, of course. The bracket a little bit smaller, so the chances of getting through much higher. You only need to win a couple of games, and you're going to be there in the finals. As it stands, though, Alaba down the left wing. Plays it back to him. Alaba got the overlap here, can find Bale. Bale just holds it up. Bit of possession football now starting to come out from Rossmeyer as he sets Bale loose. Lots of space for him to curl across in, maybe. Tries to pull it back, and he gets the drag back to Alaba. Alaba going through the middle. Vieira lays it across to Griezmann. Griezmann turns and shoots. Oh, and the ricochet not quite cleared yet. Still on the line. Puts it back in. Oh, just wide from Rossmeyer. It's going to be a goal kick.
Yeah, many chances there. Ones that could have slipped through, but better check, doing his job. The outstretched leg, putting it out for a corner, and now, I was going to say on the attack, but it's stopped so quickly, and now Ronaldo has some space. Bit of fancy footwork on the right wing, maybe looking to whip one into Griezmann. Pull it on the edge of the box as well, available. But he just seems a bit pinned in here. He's going to lose out, and that's going to be to Koscielny. Looking to clear his lines, and will do. Hazard with a big head, not going to come from anything though, as Perez strong in defence now, and find Hullet once again on the wing.
Yeah, Hullet keeping control. Back to Perez, but he loses out to Gundogan as he pushes through the middle. Hazard now out wide to De Bruyne. Who'd have thought those two would be playing together? Man City and Chelsea linking up. Finds Hazard, tries to set himself up, but he can't get a clear shot on goal. Charged down by the defenders of Agge, and it keeps it clear for now. Corner.
Thought it may be close. He's whipped into the area, looking for a head. Drops, fortunately, there for Agge, as he does get a desperate clearance, but it's going to go straight back into the hands of Mertsari. Oh, check, playing a bit of sweeper here. Get back in that net. Always nervous moments when the keeper starts to take a few steps out that area.
Wants to go on a wander. Hullet wins the ball back to Ronaldo. Now Gareth Bale. Ronaldo's in the middle looking for the return ball, but he's been put on the floor, and that's going to be a problem. He couldn't get a corner out of it. That's about all he could really muster from that situation. Short corner. Goes to Perez. Perez looking to try and lose his man. Gets past one, but it's another corner. Straight back out. Again, another short one maybe here. He's going to this time try and curl it in for the head of Vieira. The big man in the middle, not able to find the target as the defenders get it clear. Another one comes pinging through. It's actually gone loose, and it should get cleared off for a goal kick. Oh, yes, it is gone. Almost kept it in.
Close. Not close enough there. Check. And Mertsari actually going into an attacking position here. High pressure has been applied as well, so a must-have as he is 1-0 down. 70th minute goes by. Neuer collects from the head of the defender. Big boot up to the top there, trying to find Ronaldo. Ronaldo just seems to be being beaten at the moment.
Struggles here for Mertsari. That's gone wide. Put to check. No, where are you going with that one, son? Trying to lay it back to the top corner, but that's given possession away. Thrown in to Ronaldo on the wing this time. Trying to go for the inside forward rolls. Run it in and finish it. Hullet back down through the middle. Agge keeping really good control here. He's just going to lay it off. This is a clear chance for Griezmann. There's the goal. 2-0. That puts the game to bed in the 75th minute. Big uphill struggle now for Mertsari in game number 1.
Yep, no substitutions are left either. May a change of formation come in, but Griezmann with a double already. Maybe looking for the hat-trick, I'm sure. Agge won't be too sad with that one. However, a chance which is taken out of the air there by the defence of Agge, and now on the attack maybe. This is where there's going to be holes in the defence of Mertsari. Could it be the triple? Ronaldo's going to be just beaten once again. Hullet cleaning up on the wing here, and this is where Agge, he can play the clock, he can play the time and just go for a safe 2-0, or he can really punish his team Or his enemy there, sorry.
Oh,
No.
big chance.
There it is. It's bound to come when you're going attackive and ultra-attackive. Mertsari's gonna pay the price. Bale putting in number 3 here. As you see a comfortable Agge there. Already looking at round number 2.
Yeah, this one's in the bag. It was a cagey, pensive start, but it's very much finished in a flourish. And this could be a goal, perhaps. A long-range chance. Neuer tested for the first time, really, by Mertsari. I tell you, second time, he had a really good chance in the first half with the header. But as you say, once you go all-out attack, it does leave those big holes, and it can be punished, and that's really how it's worked this time around. But second game's the plan now. Just play this one out, run the clock down, finish the time. The foul being given, but not taken. Blaise Matuidi going nowhere there. Ball cleared upfield. Bale through the middle. He's got Ronaldo with him if he needs him. Does he even need him? That's the question. Griezmann making the run. Alaba to Ronaldo. Ronaldo beats his man, plays it off. Oh, beautiful tap-in. 4-0. Game over.
Very convincing there. And it's going to be Bale and Griezmann with the double apiece. And the whistle shortly to follow, however. 3 minutes additional time. Surely not another one here coming in from Agge. He's trying to go for it. He's trying to put 5 on the board. Ronaldo wants to feature on that score sheet, I think. But I think 4 will secure this one. And, of course, this is game 1 of a best-of-3. So it's certainly not over. But Agge looking very, very strong here.
Solid stuff. Overall, 4-0. Can't argue with that, can you? It was a very cagey first half, just a 0-0 at the start, and then they got that early goal at the just straight up from kickoff in the second half, and that set the pace for things, really.
Yeah, it was a good first half for Mertsari. You know, he defended well. I wouldn't say he had a lot of chances, but he was just fending off Agge. And then I think, you know, going attack, he used all his substitutions early on around the 50th, 60th minute, and he was punished for it, and coming in from Griezmann with the double as well as Bale. And wouldn't be surprised to see the exact kind of same style of play, positions from Agge coming into game.
Yeah, it was a solid tactic by Rossemeyer there. No problems at all, really. So game number 1 in the bag. It is a best-of-3, remember, so still plenty of games to come. We do have a quick update for the standings, though, and they're going to get a quick glimpse at the PlayStation 4 while the players reset themselves. So let's get that on your screen to see how things are going here in the tournament at DreamHack. So you can see, obviously, we saw Zimmer going through already. He's going to be playing Manica in there. Afro, you mentioned earlier on, going through, no problem. Marcus as well. Paytime has got through. He was the man that faced Pilm you were talking about earlier.
Yes, that's correct. Afro, I think it was a 5-0, but Pilm fell. I'm just looking at Ericsson in round number 2, and even going through to the quarters. That's so stacked at the bottom there.
Lucasinho could be his opponent, which would be a massive game itself. Here's the lower bracket, of course, the players that have dropped down. Blanco in there. There's Ufanenko or Ufanok. Oh my God!
It's a very, very hard one to go for.
The Russian player.
Russian player representing there. Just saw Sully's at the bottom. He fell short. I saw him in the tournament area. He's a very
passionate man.
Passionate. He's a character in himself.
Yes,
and every goal he scored, he was standing up and looking at his opponent and almost saying...
Trying to get the mental games going there. Yeah, that's good.
But very, very sportsmanship as well. Handshakes after the game and all. But he finds himself in the lower bracket, 1 game away from elimination. It's a scary, scary place to be, especially in round number 1. They've got a long way to go.
Well, we did mention he's got that fairy tale story and been struggling, obviously, with getting the team together, but we are not done yet for this Xbox match, of course. August Rossemeyer versus Mertsari. Game number 2 will be coming up in just a moment. But first, let's have a peek at the standings for the Xbox series that obviously these guys are playing in. And you can see Alaves going through. He's going to be the next opponent if August Rossemeyer were to win this one. You talked about Kroos losing out. I mean, he was so good yesterday, but today wasn't his day, it seems. Sneaky getting through, we saw him. He managed to beat Nilla, so big gain there. And Hjorth losing out to Marco Vassini. That was a surprise.
Yeah, that was it was a surprise to me. And the funny thing, just touching on the Sneaky game there, Sneaky, of course, taking down Nilla, they were sat side by side, and I was behind in the middle of both of them. I think it was 2-2 at one point, and that final kind of 80th minute goal came in for the Punisher. But we do have our lower bracket, of course. Krois finds himself there as well.
Oh, Granny Granlund versus Nilla, two of the players we had on stream yesterday. And Diddy is going to be up against Hjorth down in that lower bracket as well. So big games
talent
to come. Yeah, big games.
Big games, a lot of talent, a long day ahead of us. Of course, we've already seen one game, one series, should I say, gone. We're already one game into our second series. However, our game is nearly underway. We'll hopefully hop into this one as soon as possible here. Can Agge have the quick 2-0 and move on to the winner bracket round 2? We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, representing PSG. I'm quite confident in him at this stage.
Yeah, not a bad team to represent, is it? They got quite a bit of money.
I'd be. I've got to say, I'm liking his attire as well.
Yeah,
PSG attire.
Got the Red Bull top on, a part of it as part of the deal as well. The hat on. But here we go. Game number 2 underway. It is a best of 3. It is not aggregate. It is simply a case of win the game and you go through. So, game number 1 went 4-0. 4-0. And I mean, it was a little too much to read into.
Straight away.
And, well, you know what? 3 minutes in, it's a goal already.
I said Ronaldo wanted to be on the score sheet. He didn't manage it in game 1, but it only takes him 3 minutes to find the back of the net. For Rossumaya here, Agge starting as he means to go on. Dominant here in the winner bracket, of course, of the Xbox One section here. All on the line. I thought it was out for a second there. Bale using the pace. Finds one in the middle. The 1-2 is down, but it looks like Warrior's going to find Koscielny. And the clearance will come in. Not the start you want from Mertsari.
No, not the start at all. When you, I mean, we talked about the exact same thing with Zimmer as well, and he scored in 5 minutes, and it's just that kicker. It's the demotivation, the mental anguish of losing out early, and then he just gives a corner away as well. That's another kicker, and that's just going to completely lose him. This is going loose in the box. It's dangerous play, and it's fell once again to Agge as he clears the danger, and he gets a long-range shot, but this time Peter Cech will hold it.
And he holds it and he releases it, and this time maybe an attack coming in from Mertsari. Of course, Lukaku, I'm just having a look at the teams. They don't look like they've changed at all, and of course with their submitted teams, unlikely to. Shaw into the middle, trying to find Lukaku and release him, but it doesn't get past the midfield of Paris Saint-Germain. Griezmann dropping back here a little bit. He was more of a target man in game number 1. May have swapped a little bit with Ronaldo, actually, looking at the play style.
Was that an all-out attack I just saw come in already? Was that a change? I didn't quite catch what he changed to. I just saw the sneaky little change come in, but Ronaldo is going to cut inside! 2-0.
Confidence.
Easy stuff here. Second game is looking a lot more confident. I mean, that 4-0 first, got his stride going. Griezmann on the board again, and just a standard little cut-in. Standard FIFA goal, if I'm totally honest. You lay it in and just tap it in past the keeper. Just completely take the keeper out of it. Attacking move coming out from Mertsari. And, well, I mean, he needs to now.
He needs to do something special. He's already one game down, and he finds himself in the 18th minute, 2-0 down against such a prolific player as Agge. And now, what can he do? Silva finding himself.
Yeah, he's going to go straight through. This is Griezmann. He's away. It's like, okay, which one are we going to go to? Ronaldo! Penalty! Koscielny drags him back, and that may even be a card, you know, because if ever there was a goal-scoring chance, that was it. It's just a yellow. He gets very lucky. It's going to be Ruud Gullit from the spot. Where are you going to go with it? Takes the run up. Oh, it's saved by Peter Cech. Penalty saved. Saves the blushes and may well just keep him alive, his chances.
Yeah, the yellow card was brought out. Well, that was all it was, and I'll tell you what, it maybe is a sigh of relief here, but not for long, as Griezmann has with another chance there. Petr Cech coming into his own now, and the face on there of Agge, pretty disappointed. I think he wants a couple more here, and very well could get it. Drops for one, half volley. Is that pushed out? It's not. Petacek did not get a hand to that, and that will go for a goal kick now. Still, only 25 minutes gone.
6 shots in 25 minutes. This is this could be a rout, boys.
6-0 as well. We're yet to see an attack here for Mertsari.
Whatever has changed, whatever has happened, confidence is high for August Rossemeyer as he pummels forward his opponent once again. Griezmann tries to look to make a move. Maybe got Hullet available. He's not there anymore. Done a little nice back heel. Great drag back there. Oreo with a chance. It's fallen in the box for a moment there to Ronaldo. Hullet to Vieira. Finds Bale on the wing. Cuts it back. Finds a lot of space. Tries a second time. Beats his opponent again. Goes back to Bale, and that is offside. No, it's a free kick.
I think that was from Koscielny, who was actually already on a yellow. I was worried.
Yeah.
See, he didn't want to put a foot into the tackle, but it does go for a free kick. Whipped into the middle. Finds the head of only Mertsari. And now the clearance finally will come in. And a sigh of relief is breathed by Mertsari, but again, it's just on this attack. It just looks so comfortable for Agge in defence here. Mertsari trying to...
you have no remaining pauses.
And now, down the wing, he can just play that time.
At 34 minutes, you can't make any changes. That's a problem.
I think he might have been trying to pause the game maybe when he didn't have the ball, but finds Bale on the wing. Has options in the middle, looking to pass one in, comes into the hand. Oh, so close.
Well, squares it away. Now down the line, Matsudi back to Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku having to play defensive duties, and well, why not when Ronaldo's pelting forward at you again, looking for that space, lays it back, gets it a shot away, not quite going to work out. Ruud Hullet wins the ball back though. Back in again to Bale. Bale loses the ball out to Oreo. And a little moment of calm required for Mertsari to get some composure.
Now, Agge seems to have most of the possession, rightly so. Big tackle in the lower third there, but goes straight back to the defense. Thiago Silva, Shaw. De Bruyne loses out to Vieira there. Hullet sweeping up and back to Boateng.
Yeah, this is just one-way traffic right now. He can't get out of his own half at the moment. Mertsari is struggling as Hullet comes powering through. Once again, winning the ball in the midfield. Finally, Oreo crosses over the opposition side, but not for long. It's coming back in again. There on the left wing, David Alaba to Gareth Bale. What a combo that would be down the wing, and Alaba on the overlap. It's working well. Tries to lay it back, but it's still kept in the hands of August Rossemeyer. 6 shots to 0, 59% possession. It is all Rossemeyer right now, and this is where the halftime changes really have to come in effect. It's only a 2-0 deficit. It is totally doable to come back from this, but you've got to get yourself some shots on the board. He had just 2 shots in the first game, nothing so far in the second. It is a big ask, I'm afraid, as Dybala comes on. Brilliant player. Can he be enough, though?
Di Maria as well making an appearance against PSG, so don't be too confused here. However, Ronaldo in the middle. We know he scored from the kickoff very early. Can he do it again? Finds one in the middle. Griezmann, top left, so close. I think Agge thought it went through the net there.
The look on his face there, everything. He's like, how did that miss? How did I pull that wide? I don't even know. It was perfect opportunity, that's for sure. Ronaldo to Bale. Down through the middle of the park, but it's not going to work out. Di Maria lays it back to De Bruyne. Now, Matsudi to Oreo. Blaze puts it forward to Dybala, the Juventus man. Now to Kante, out into the wing to Luke Shaw. He's not going to get there, it's gone out. And that's really the story of the game, sadly, for Mertsari here. Just not able to string enough passes together to make that final move in the box. And the defense from Rossemeyer has been pretty damn solid.
Indeed it has, down the wing, and this is going to find Griezmann with a lot of space. He has help in the middle. He could go round the keeper, but the keeper's outstretched leg saves Mertsari once again. This very well could be more, and it still can be. Bale in the middle, trickles through, and better check there. Safe hands once again, but the pressure is not over. He doesn't seem to be able just to even get out of his half at the moment. Agge putting down that pressure. Finally, Hazard, bit of fancy footwork on the right wing here. He's going to find Dybala. Maybe back to Hazard. Hazard in the middle. Not going to come to anything. Trying to find Dybala again, but the defense too strong.
Yeah, just one pass too many. Not able to find that through ball in the end. Di Maria, though, maybe finding a little bit of time, but it's been picked up once again in the midfield for Agge. As Perez makes a bursting run down the wing. Will get challenged out by Di Maria. Luke Shaw gets in there, and it's gone back to De Bruyne now. To Di Maria. He's got a lot of pace available if he wants to use it. Patrick Vieira good in a little pullback, but he's still managed to beat his man, but he's right on the byline. Beautiful cut in there. Good cross comes through, but Ronaldo not able to get in front of the defender, and it's going to get cleared once again as Griezmann brings it down the left wing.
You can see the stamina there of Bale and Griezmann really taking a hit coming into these later stages of the game. Koscielny's going to get that one away. Remember, Koscielny's still on a yellow card. Can't dive into tackles, and he has done.
That might get pulled back.
It very well could be, but that pulls it back, and it goes in for number 3. I thought that was going to be a red card for sure.
You know what? He might want to take him off now, because that might be a second yellow. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there. That looked like that. That was a big, solid tackle. See if he gets lucky. Griezmann with his telltale celebration. Simple tapping inside post. Petr Cech beaten through the legs. Ultra defensive time for August Rossmeyer. Time to just counter every attack that comes his way. Dybala on for Paris Saint-Germain as well.
Opportunity there for Mertsari. Taken out, still the shot goes, but they straight into the hands of Neuer. Not really had much to do this day for Agge, but when called upon, doing his job here. And yeah, Griezmann making way here. He's done his duties already for August Rossmeyer. Ronaldo, though, still available. Bullet on the wing. Fancy footwork as well, finds Ronaldo. Looking for the 1-2, hull it through. Maybe a cut inside, he's looking for it. Pressure's on Ronaldo. Does he unleash the beast? Not able to do so. 3-0 is where we'll stay just for now.
72nd minute. It's now or never time. We've got Ronaldo trying to make a bursting run, but it's not going to work out. Down the wing. Alaba tries to cut something in. De Bruyne, almost an own goal there.
That's confident play.
Yeah. Lays it back to Neuer. He knew Neuer had it covered. Pull it in the midfield. Is that Breland Bolo I just saw there? Did I just see Bolos? Come on.
I didn't see myself. Possibility, of course.
I didn't see quite who it was. We'll see whether it goes back to him. Boateng, nonetheless, chasing this one down. Now Manolas will cut that one out. It's gone for a corner, though. Is it Manolas or Manolas? I never actually know the pronunciation in him.
Big head coming out there, straight to Ronaldo. He's the only man up front. And again, like you said, going for that counter when Mertsari playing this attacking.
It is Breland Bolo. Blimey, I didn't see him bring him on. Breland Bolo, the Swiss man, one of the wonder kids coming through. That's solid play from Dybala. Muscles off his man, lays it off from Bolo. Not able to get the fourth.
4-0 was the first result. Could it be again? Ronaldo looking to put it in the top left. Big save coming in for a check there. But again, saves him. Out for another corner. Could it be short again? It looks like it is. Dybala, fancy footwork, finds Perez. Third time lucky, maybe. Again, goes short. Looking to go down the byline. He's going to find himself another corner, and time ticking away. This is only helping Agge right now. Looking to pass one in, not looking to whip it in, and Mertsari will have an attack, a consolation goal, not just in this one, but in the whole series, trying to rainbow flick over.
Well, it almost worked. Boateng's just like, no, you're not getting past with that. Keep those tricks away. Of course, 5-star skills now available. Everything available in the FIFA Ultimate Team. Get yourself whatever squad you want, make your dream team, and the dream team seems to be working well with the Hullet and Patrick Vieira in the middle. The legends being used, the first legends we've seen actually, and I haven't seen too many, honestly, legends throughout a lot of the teams, so there's not that many available. It seems that, or there's lots available, but there's not many being picked for their teams. And Bolo down the left wing, strides his way through into the box, lays it off for Alaba! Not able to make it count on his left peg there. Ronaldo wins the ball back, loses his marker beautifully, flicks to the side, cuts inside. Oh, Dybala chasing it back. It's not out yet, it's still a chance. 3 minutes on the clock, and this is the best way to defend. Just keep the pressure on your opponent. Dybala lays it back, and Bale's shot goes missing. It's 3-0 in the second game, 4-0 in the first, 2-0 in the series. Easy stuff in the end for August Rosenmeier.
Yep, very, very comfortable stuff there. It very well could have been more as well.
Yeah.
Towards the end there, bit of fancy footwork coming out. When you've got that breathing room, that safety cushion of a couple of goals, you can, of course, bring the skills to the game. And August Rosenmeier does find himself in round number 2, which I believe an opponent is already waiting for him. That was the last of the round 1 games. But very entertaining to see, and wouldn't surprise me to go a lot further in this tournament.
Yeah, you think so? I mean, he had full control over that game, really, didn't he? I think there was, what, maybe 2 shots in the first half, 1 maybe in the second game. There was not a great deal of shots overall. Solid defensive play, and a lot of it was done with the legends in the midfield. You know, you saw Hullet and Vieira winning those balls constantly.
Yep, Hullet very, very much a catalyst to a lot of those goals there. And that's going to do it for the game for Agge. He will progress into round number 2. Join us after this very, very quick break to see some more updated action.
Welcome back, everybody. And before we get into our next game, got a couple of little updates for you. Nothing really too surprising, though, so don't be waiting for those surprises. Boris Legend went through 2-1 in the end against the Kid to set up himself into the second round. Lucasinho also needed 3 games to move through. He now goes through to play Eriksson in round 2. So that is a very interesting all-Swedish affair in that one. And also DK Double did win 2-1 versus Jepstar as well to move through into the second round. A few of the lower bracket games have already started as well, but nothing really to write home about there. But we obviously just saw Agge moving through without any problems.
Yeah, it was a dominant game from him, no doubt about it. It's absolutely smashed it throughout. Didn't really have any problems and could have been a lot more goals than we saw there.
Yeah, definitely could have been more. Ended up 4-0, 3-0.
Yeah.
But even just kind of looking at that, the best of 3's really coming in. You know, 3 games needed for some of these players. Boris Legend, obviously one of them. But just as we get later into this tournament, we're seeing those really good matches that we've been waiting for. So excited to see the Eriksson game.
And the fact is, it's only going to get, I think, we're only going to see more 3 matches, right? 3 match games, I should say, in this best of 3. We do actually have the Xbox standings for you, though, so we can take a quick look through those. Of course, on the top side, we just saw Agge go through. We'll play Ala West, who was pretty promising yesterday when we got to see him.
Yeah, that'll be a very good game. Ala West did look strong yesterday as well, so solid game for him. Sneaky making his way through as well. We'll see how he's going to do. I suspect, actually, maybe one of the opponents that Agge faces. Kes Brown down the bottom there as well versus Marco Fassini. So some big games coming up in the next winner bracket. But, of course, down in the lower bracket, Krois, the man that did so well on the stream yesterday, struggled in his first match. But Grana Gramland versus Nilla is the one for me to watch down there, as well as Hjorth.
Yeah, I mean, Hjorth, we saw him score a lot in the group stage.
He was the 9-2 man, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He was scoring left, right, and centre. Conceding a few at the same time, though, so obviously he dropped down into that lower bracket. We'll see how he manages to progress through that. But Now that we're through the first round, is there anyone that's surprised or maybe exceeded expectations?
I think so far so good for you know the favourites, if you like, going into this one. I think Zim is looking awesome. You know, I'd say he was kind of an outside favourite. Some kind of looks at the main manners of Boris Legend and Agge, but I think I've got my eye on Zim to really put a shift in today.
And any team picks, any player picks, I should say, that have
Good to see
thrown
Hullet.
the spanner in the works?
Yeah, Ruud Hullet in there. That was he looks strong, honestly. I mean, he was a big, strong unit in his day, and he managed to win back the balls. Obviously, him and Patrick Vieira, we just saw Rossomar using there. But other than that, all the standards in there, the up front, you know, your Ronaldos. Good to see Messi making an appearance as well from Zim.
Even managed to bag one in the very last moments
Yeah.
of that game. We do have the updated PlayStation 4 standings for you as well. And we did go through a lot of those already. Albacca, of course, through into the second round along with Sim there. Afro had a big win in his first game. Boris Legend, who took 3 games to take down the Kid. Obviously, Kevin Asaya moving through. And that Lucasinho versus Ericsson game, for me, the game of round 2.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's a big game. The Swedish champion, Ericsson. Lucasinho went 40-0 last week in the FIFA Ultimate Team. So some big players in there clashing at last in the winner bracket.
And that is, of course, the lower bracket as well. I did see Sovdren a little bit earlier on.
Pilm versus the Kid. That's a tough one straight down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the Kid obviously took Boris Legend to all 3 games there as well. The Yalda versus Haas game, I think, is actually done already. I think it was Haas that went through there. So I think Yalda might be the first person that we have that is possibly out.
Tough
You never want to be that
times.
guy, do you? You never want to be that guy.
No. I mean, it's a case of time, right? I mean, there will obviously be people, even just the one, I guess, who lost twice the fastest.
But you lose
which
4
is-
games and you're out. That's simply the way it is.
Yeah, losing a couple on the bounce. And the dream is over. The dream is over. But we are ready to move into our second game. Third game, my second game. Easy to lose count that way, right? Into our third game of the day. So, Demon, thanks a lot for joining us. And we'll be back with the next one in just a second.